What's going on, Pi Nation? How is everyone out there? How is everyone? Hope everyone can hear me loud and clear. I'll wait for a couple thumbs up, a couple emojis here in the chat on Twitch, YouTube, everyone out there. Let's see. I'll tell you what, I will pull in our Telegram community as well. Give me 1 second, let me get them on here. Can't forget about them. Let's see. Let's see. All right. How is everyone out there? Hope everyone's doing well. This is Tuesday. We are actually still going off of Pacific time. Right now it's actually 4 p.m. Pacific time, but it's still 5 p.m. here in Arizona. So if you guys don't know Arizona time, let's see. All right, so we are here for our Tuesday AMA. We are going off of Pacific time. So if you guys don't know that Pacific time changes, Pacific, Eastern, Central, all those time zones change. Arizona time never changes. So it's still 5 p.m. here. But we're no longer on the same time as California, so they are an hour behind us. Anyways, so this is our Tuesday AMA. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well out there. I am Devin, CCO here with Dev Team 6, and I have with me our CEO, Bill. Bill, tell everyone hello.
Hello, Pi Nation.
Happy to have Bill join us this week. He's alive and well. As Eric would say, he's on the right side of the dirt, so... Anyways, Eric isn't here. Hopefully we have him on our next AMA. But he is, kind of getting back into the swing of things here in the office. I think, yesterday was his first day back?
Yesterday was his first day back, and although he did get some unfortunate news about his dad still being in the hospital.
Wow.
His dad actually had COVID. I think it started 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right before
yesterday afternoon, I think they moved him to ICU. So
wow.
He's definitely dealing with some issues personally still that he's attending to. So anybody that wants to say a prayer for Mr. Eric and full recovery for his father, that would be much appreciated.
Absolutely. Keep him in your prayers. Shoot him a message. Tell him you have him in your thoughts, and hope everything goes well, with him and his family. So we will be here, holding down the fort for him. He always has us here in his corner. He knows that. So awesome. Well, let's get rocking and rolling. We'll get into our AMA. We'll go over a couple things, answer some. We can go out there, fill out that form, and submit 2 questions for the AMA. We select those questions and we answer them here live on the AMA. So, Trevor, our brand manager, you want to come up here and do the, last $2 billion?
The last $2 billion prize amount for anything going forward.
Wait, is this Trevor's last announcement or
this is Trevor's last $2 billion prize money or $2 billion Pi prize announcement? However, going forward, we're going to be switching to B&B prizes for all of these. So Pioneer of the Week, Moderator of the Week, as well as Pi Day Friday, it's all still going to continue. However, yes, we're switching to Binance next week. But for this week, with the 2 billion Pi prize amounts, for Pioneer of the Week, we have Ruben. Ruben, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it much. Ty Pi. Ty Pi is our second Pioneer of the Week winner. Thank you much, sir. And final Pioneer of the Week winner with the 2 billion Pi is going to be Henrique. Thank you much, Henrique.
Good job, everyone.
Alrighty then, moderator of the week. This individual has gone above and beyond over the last 2, 3, 4 weeks or so. He does it every week. But I would like to announce that Dan Doyle is our moderator of the week.
Dan.
Thank you very much to our Pi Chief. Keep up the fantastic work. And finally, Pi Day Friday winners from last week. I believe the hashtag was Pi Rewards. Is that accurate?
I believe so.
All right.
You are accurate.
So, first Pi Day Friday winner is going to be Sade K. Thank you very much, sir. Really liked your tweet. And next is going to be Nick Pyman. Nick, I don't know how you just continue to bang out the bangers, but there we are, sir. Thank you much. And the final Pi Day Friday winner for the 2 billion Pi prize amount. This individual has been on here multiple times, whether it be Pioneer of the Week, never Moderator of the Week, unfortunately, but Pi Day Friday winner as well. It is SJC Pi. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Once again, guys, today is the final 2 billion Pi prize amount allotment. Next week, we are going to see Binance token rewards. And that's all I've got for you. Have a wonderful night.
Awesome. Thank you, Trevor. We appreciate it so much. Some pretty cool stuff. Awesome. Kudos and great job to everyone out there that is, participating in the community, active in the community with a lot of exciting things that are going on here, happening in the next few days, next few weeks, as well as we continue our journey on the marathon we are on. So, Bill, anything you want to touch on prior to us jumping into these lovely questions we have here?
Yeah, I would love to. Just want to reflect for a minute and looking back on this, the learning curve of getting a project like this to its forefront of actually being realized. So, dating back to April when we launched, all the people that are here, still here, have joined the Pi Nation over the time that we've been live. It's definitely been something that is near and dear to all of the Dev Team 6 members' hearts. We very deeply appreciate you guys for working better. So I can't thank you enough, and I think I'm saying this because we're now going into this phase with a lot of you guys that see the bigger picture, start to really realize how this is playing out. But this was our original baby that is going to finally come to its crossroads that we have been envisioning from day one. So thank you everyone for supporting us and being a part of it.
Awesome, some very cool stuff. And as we transition, there'll be a lot of changes, a lot of different things. Of course, PYE will be everything going forward. Of course, any exchanges that we are on, or anything that's relative to, of course, the previous Cream Pie, will have a transitional period as well. So a lot of exciting things coming, a lot of updates. So I guess we'll jump right into these questions here. So first question I have here is, how is wallet integration going, and what wallets will have compatibility with PiSwap?
So all your MetaMask Trust Wallet and obviously Pi Wallet will be compatible. I do believe there's, if you've ever used Wallet Connect, it'll be the same, similar wallets that are available on Wallet Connect will all be compatible, because I do believe that integration is in there. But I'll let Eric confirm that when we do the final release here in the next whenever. I don't want to say the date, but it's coming.
Coming very soon. Let's see. So most new technologies on release have large amounts of traffic. How will Dev Team 6 handle the traffic from crashing PiSwap when it's launched, and what are the long-term traffic volumes Dev Team 6 is looking to support and handle on the platform?
I'm glad you guys asked. The server PiSwap is actually Tommy and the development team behind it have been working diligently these last 48 hours actually with AWS on a redundancy plan as well as a backup plan to make sure that there is bandwidth to handle large amounts of traffic, also security around any sort of attacks and things that can take place within it. Obviously, we will be looking for what do they call those areas where we could potentially have issues when it comes to people that are not so nice or not so good in the space that may try to attack us in any way. But when it comes to traffic, the plan, it's very well done, thought out. Lots of time has been spent between the development team, Tommy and Eric, working with AWS to ensure that if it's available and we have the ability to set it up within the servers that are going to be supporting PiSwap, we will make sure that it's on from day one and that we don't wake up and holy cow, we've got too much traffic on the site and the site's crashing or the site's not propagating properly, things like that. So we've taken the steps. We're trying to make sure that we take every step possible. I told Eric I don't want to find out after the fact that there was something else we could have done to avoid. So our goal is to touch all those different faucets from day one and have them live and available to us so that we don't have those issues. But inevitably we are going to continue to make sure that we have the team on the ground here, the team that is going to be supporting and maintaining it on a real-time basis, concurrently with traffic that's hitting the site, and make sure that if anything shows that we're getting into a issue when it comes to traffic, that we've got additional solutions already ready to go if something were to happen. But I believe that they've spent a great deal of time on the traffic issue.
Awesome. Let's see. So I'll jump to this one. Will swaps that occur on PiSwap that use PancakeSwap liquidity still reflect BNB to Pi holders?
So the simple answer to that is no. The reason for that is that nothing at that point goes through the Pi router. It goes through PancakeSwap's end, and any fees or anything of that nature are going to be coming through that. The reason, just so you understand, the reason you do that is to attract additional volume into the swap, which will then obviously, when you're dealing with PiSwap, it's going to bring a lot of awareness to the project and probably Pi, the token itself. So our goal is to allow, by default, using PiSwap's routers for every project. We are going to do a liquidity event that is going to encourage not only developers but also community members from all projects to basically stake liquidity for all projects so that stays on PiSwap's routers. However, obviously that we aren't going to get every single last project that's available to get on there at first. So as by default, what we don't want to do is we don't want anybody to have a reason to have to leave PiSwap with what we believe over a period of a couple of months will be a transition process to where we'll continue to monitor the liquidity pools. We'll continue to verify which ones are missing. Especially the bigger projects, the higher volume projects, with the goal that we will find a way, either working with the development project people themselves and incentivizing them to stake a pool so they can earn Apple token, or they can earn one of the other tokens that you'll be able to earn by staking liquidity. Or give them other ways to incentivize them to want to come over. But our goal is to manage it from those two perspectives. Obviously, the liquidity event we believe will be a very nice accelerant to bringing a lot of liquidity to pretty much the standard tokens, and then we sure will work with any ones that are missing after the fact.
Awesome. Let's see. We're launching a lot of partner projects. Well, we're seeing a lot of partner projects launching with their own swap. If every project launching on Moonforce has their own PiSwap powered swap, will there be anything left to trade on PiSwap? Will their tokens also trade on PiSwap? Question mark.
So the answer is yes and yes. When you say is there going to be left on PiSwap, just remember they're using PiSwap's routers. So whether they're physically on PiSwap.com or they're trading on another swap platform powered by PiSwap, the credit in terms of volume, in terms of everything, goes to PiSwap, the exchange. So When you're looking up PiSwap and CoinMarketCap and you're looking at it from an exchange perspective to see all the pairs and all the volumes and all that stuff, that volume will always be attributed to PiSwap. There won't be an attribution that will take place for the other side. And the reason that we want to be able to power is obviously bring those projects volume and give that volume and be able to provide those projects the opportunity to have a swap on their site that lives on their site. Because as we both know, or everybody in this world knows, cryptocurrency it's challenging enough when it comes to training someone how to get their wallet, get their BNB, and actually swap. So if it can happen all within their own website, all within their own project, it's just much more brandable. It brings more confidence usually when it's a very novice crypto investor to be able to swap into the project within their own swapping mechanism and buy directly on their website. And that's usually something that most projects are really shooting for anyway. Keep in mind, a lot of those swaps will also come preloaded with Pi as one of the tokens in the drop down when they click it, and it always populates the core tokens first type thing. So it's just a really good play for the Pi ecosystem. It's a great play for PiSwap. It really builds a lot, and it accelerates a lot of projects' ability to really build some sort of infrastructure around their project from the get-go and not have to try to start from scratch. And that's really the idea. Will those tokens trade on PiSwap? Well, the good news for any token that launches on Moonforce is it has the option to stake to PiSwap. So they'll trade on PiSwap, and then obviously they can trade on their own website. It still uses PiSwap's routers, so it's identical to whether or not it's trading there or here. It actually credits and attributes the same.
All right, let's see. Can you provide any dates for the completion of PiChart at pi.net? PiChart has improved, but is still slow and glitchy at times. Pi.net is still missing full roadmap and white paper.
PiChart, in 100% honesty, it's going to be, and this is just me being real transparent with you guys. PiChart is being worked on by a development team that is doing version 2. We are so deeply focused right now on PiSwap and Pi Wallet and the rollout and transition of the Pi project. So that's all going to be priority over Charts right now. Charts will come out with V2. I would anticipate it's many weeks from now, just because we want to make sure we have a smooth transition, high quality level of happiness amongst everybody involved. And once we've gotten through that, obviously it'll just give us one more catalyst that will be available to us a couple weeks later to get excited about and really just feel, obviously PiCharts is a custom build. It's not a clone of Dex Tools or a clone of Bogged or anything like that. But V2 with the new development team that's working on it, I feel is going to really change the look and the feel and how people really envisioned what we had originally talked about was going to be PiCharts. But it's definitely weeks away, only because right now the main priority focus is sticking to the transition process, getting swap out, which is the core asset of Pi, and then obviously wallet to go along with it. So
absolutely. Let's see. Is by 11/15 still the goal for PiSwap release and start of migration? Question mark. Also, any update on Moonforce presale and a go live date?
Great questions. I will touch base on PiSwap release and the transition probably later in this AMA. But Moonforce release is going to happen. Ideally, it will happen approximately a week after PiSwap is released. And the goal, just so we're all on the same page, is that we will release PiSwap first. Then we will actually have what is going to come out as a 1 week transition. That 1 week transition is going to be where a couple of things are going to take place. Obviously, we will launch the D app, which is going to be the actual transition piece or platform for you to take your old Pi, connect your wallet, do the swap into the new Pi, and then those new Pi tokens will show up inside your wallet. We will launch Pi Swap first. We will then give you a hard time and date that we will move Liquidity as well as stake the new tokens to the Pi Swap router so that it becomes tradable immediately. Once all that starts and takes place, then the next step is going to be to burn, obviously, the old Pi to make sure that you guys go through that transition process so it automatically burns the old Pi. The new Pi should be, once staked, should be trading on the market within Pi Swap, and you guys will be able to obviously continue to, transition. If you haven't transitioned right away, you'll still have time to transition indefinitely, because I think a lot of people do have concerns that they might not be able to transfer or transition it right away. I think there's a couple isolated situations, if I'm not mistaken, that will even work with those people to make sure they're all kosher and end up in the right place when it's over. But after all that takes place, it'll be about a week. We want to do this. It's not worth rushing. It's not worth running through as fast as we can. It's not a race. It's certainly a marathon. But we definitely need to take our time, do it right. If you're asking if the 15th is still the date, the goal is the 15th to start the transition process. That's what we're still shooting for. There's only a handful of pieces that are left when it comes to Pi Swap. It's like I said, they've been working on the servers the last 2 days, getting it multiple servers to back it up and make sure we have redundancy. Once that's all done, some more testing will happen later this week. And ladies and gentlemen, I do want you to know we were just joined by a gentleman that most of you would not recognize. He has shaved his mustache, but he still wears a black hat and has a beard. I'd love to introduce, my pleasure to introduce, the one, the only Eric Anderson.
Happy Tuesday, Pi Nation. Everyone's making fun of me because of my mustache.
He made it. The mustache he looks naked.
Well, it was that time. It's been 10 years, 15 years or something like that, so it's time.
Yeah, I haven't seen
It's
you
time.
I think I've probably seen you at some point without it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Back
don't
at the old shop.
Yeah, I don't recall though.
Never without anything.
One good question, and I want to make sure that I explained
Yeah.
it right to them. They were asking about the traffic. Most technologies, when they're released, have large amounts of traffic.
Sure.
I was telling him that you and Tommy have been working on the servers the
Yep.
last 2 days, getting everything loaded up on the servers for redundancy and working with AWS.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk more about what's in place to ensure
Sure.
if there's any major traffic debacles that we're going to be covered?
Absolutely. I mean, number one, we do have a separation of technologies, so the database will be running on RDS, and that's will be a nice load balance setup for the database. Same with the administration panel and all the admin stuff. It'll run on its own host of servers, and of course the actual swap website and functionality will run on its own host of auto scaling and redundant servers. So we are certainly gearing up to handle whatever traffic will be thrown our way.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Eric. They were talking also, I just want to make sure, and just forgive Eric and I for a minute, because like we said, he made it in yesterday, and obviously he's been on the go with some family things today. But we definitely want to make sure that what we deliver to you guys is 100% accurate. I was telling them a minute ago, the question was about a hard date for a full completion of pie chart. I explained to them that pie chart is not, it's in development now, V2, but it is not a priority given the transition,
Right.
pie swap and pie wallet, so we're talking weeks away.
Sure.
For chart. I just want to make sure that.
Really the focus is on pie swap, you know?
Of
Yeah.
course. But I just want to make sure I am giving them accurate stuff because this
Sure.
is my last update based on what we've talked
okay.
about. The next thing is the 11/15 still the goal for pie swap release and start of migration. I told them that the goal is obviously to launch pie swap first, start the migration second, and then Moonforce about a week and a half tops
Right.
from pie swap's release. However, I wanted to make sure they understood the process, so I told them that we're going to release pie swap first. Then it'll be about a week-long transition where the DApp will be available. We'll stake the token so that it's all ready for them to do their complete swap into the new pie.
Yep.
They will most likely they'll have an indefinite amount of time to transition their pie.
Yes, they will.
However, the goal would be to try to get as many people through within the first few days. Usually, we anticipate it'll take about a week long. To get everything done. We will stake the pool, though, on PieSwap probably within the first 24 to 48 hours. So those
Yeah.
are the people that got their pie already and made the transition.
That way trading can continue.
Trading will start
Yeah.
up right away, exactly. So I just wanted to make sure that we're on the same page. But
Yeah.
the transition of going from Pi and the new Pi and the PieSwap going live and all that, our goal is to try to hit the 15th. Obviously everything can happen. We could say we're on track, we're going to do it, yay. And it feels that way, but at the same time, we got to get through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday still.
Yes, we do.
To make sure that everything is working the way that we expect it to work. Stress testing is done. The pieces that are working now are, we're going to have to obviously do and run different scenarios because worst thing that could happen is we launch it and, something breaks within the transition process. And
That's never any fun.
we don't believe that there's any of those issues based on our knowledge, but at this time, we have multiple steps to go with the testing phase of this just to ensure the standards that we're trying to shoot for. And then once we get there, the 15th is still the day that we're shooting for to start the transition. So the PieSwap will go live. We will actually probably Thursday or Friday this week just to update you guys.
To give the updates, yeah.
We're gonna do either a video or a live chat on Telegram, one of the two. But we will be bringing you guys a very comprehensive instructions, including a handout that you guys will be able to download and take a look at and have on hand for the whole process. We want this to be done the right way.
We want
professionally.
transition to be really simple and easy for everybody, smooth.
Yeah.
And so we're definitely focused on making that happen.
Exactly. So we're very keen on making sure that you guys are on this journey. We're gonna basically walk you through it. I'll work with Devin on this, but Trevor.
There's a lot of TRs
There's a
going
lot.
on.
Yeah, Travis is the IT guy that takes care of all our hardware in the office. But no, Travis will probably announce something.
Trevor?
Trevor. Sorry, I keep calling him Travis. Oh, this can't be another one of those situations.
Where's the button?
No, don't.
There's the button right there.
Please, I forgot that name a
Trevor.
long time ago. And I'm leave it there.
No, we changed
Good,
it.
Good.
Yeah.
I could say a lot, but
Trevor.
anyhow,
We'll call him financial.
we'll go with financial advisor.
advisor?
He's financial advisor. But the idea is that we'll get you guys out some information for either Thursday or Friday this week. We'll announce it. The idea is to hand out something that gives you step by step, and then we will give you some hard times and some things that we'll be shooting for. Probably no later
Absolutely.
than Friday. We'll have that call with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be, the transition will be really simple. It'll be on the website. You'll connect your wallet. It'll tell you how much old Pi you have, how much new Pi you're going to have. You click the button, and you're done. So we're just going to try to make it as really easy as possible for everybody.
Awesome. So, do you want? I finished at number 7. Do you want to pick it up since these are tech questions?
Definitely not.
On?
No, absolutely. So that's the same question there. Is by 11:15 still the goal for PiSwap release and start a migration? Absolutely.
No, number 8.
Okay. What is the ETA for Pi Wallet? Pi Wallet, we are still finalizing the very end pieces of that. So later this week when we come back on and give another update on PiSwap and how we're looking for that in the transition, I'll shoot you over a nice update on Pi Wallet. So hopefully that we'll have everything wrapped up by then. I have more than one wallet at this moment. Can I just merge these wallets into one Pi wallet? Can we do multiple tax-free transactions per Pi wallet address? Well, I mean, Pi Wallet, it's a multi-coin wallet, so you can do anything you like with it, same as a MetaMask or Trust Wallet type of wallet setup. But you can certainly import, your wallets. You don't have to transfer anything, same as you do on the other wallets. And you can just bring your wallet into Pi Wallet to utilize it there on the Pi Wallet platform. Could you tell us more about the Pi Wallet? What's there to tell, Bill? It's a Pi Wallet. Pi Wallet, the fun stuff with Pi Wallet is really the Venmo integration type of look and feel, to be able to easily send cryptocurrency or request cryptocurrency from your contacts, which have been synced from your phone itself or from your Gmail account or whatever. But that's really the one of the larger things to make transferring tokens and cryptocurrency easier is the Venmo type features in Pi Wallet itself. So that's really the big thing. There's other cool stuff in there. The ability to send $500 worth of something instead of trying to figure out what $500 worth of BNB looks like, 0.89 or whatever. You can just say, I want to send $500 worth of BNB. Good, done. So the whole idea, again, is that Dev Team 6 is setting out to do is just to make things easier for the end user to operate in the cryptocurrency world and on the platforms here. Can you give us an update about where we're at with Pi Charts version 2? I think Bill touched on this a little bit.
Yeah, you can keep going.
The new router mechanism is an absolutely new approach, which seems to be better solution than the one we have right now on any automated market maker like Pancake, etc. Uniswap and Pancake have already V2, V3 of their platforms. Did they never thought about a better solution, or did they and we maybe oversee something? Well, honestly, when did Pancake Swap and Uniswap come out? Like last year?
Maybe, yeah, something like that.
I mean, honestly, I don't think that they've looked at another way of doing it. That's my gut feeling.
I think the issue is that they're not geared. Their focus is not on tokens with tokenomics. The tokenomics didn't
that was
exist
new. Yeah.
This time when they started.
That's
and
right.
When that wasn't really a thing, and reflection was really the first tokenomic that took off. Mm-hmm. Then people got real creative around these buckets and things that they were creating.
And they're still getting more creative now.
It wasn't ever really geared towards the fee collection of tokens versus the native pair to be able to collect on the other side and utilize those as fees.
I think that no, they have not thought about it. It has not come up. But it will, as soon as they see what the way that PiSwap works, it will come up for everyone else, I guarantee it. Will there be staking locks for 1 year to help the ecosystem? Staking locks. I must be talking about Pi in general. I know that we will be having a staking platform for Pi, and we will offer
incentivized
different
locks,
incentives for different lock times. So. For each person, whatever works for you as far as locks go. Yeah. That's what we want. Will Pi be the main token that allows all tokens to be traded on PiSwap? Also, will you remove mini Doge symbol and other from PancakeSwap and allow it only to be traded on Pi to increase sales on the Pi ecosystem? I mean, Pi will certainly be traded on PiSwap, but the new Pi won't have any tokenomics behind it. It won't have any tax fees or transaction fees behind it with the new Pi. So you won't really see the power of PiSwap on that without those tokenomics. However,
I think what they're asking is like BNB is the main token traded on PancakeSwap. Is PiSwap going to be predicated on trading in Pi, or is it going to be
as a base?
BNB as a base?
It's PiSwap will allow the users to stake liquidity pools, so they can pair whatever they want with their native token, whether it's BNB or BUSD or whatever. One thing that I was thinking about when we were talking about the router mechanism on PiSwap is when a user stakes a liquidity pool, they'll actually be able to determine at that point if they want to take their transaction fees and tax fees in the base token, whether it's BNB or BUSD or whatever, or whether in their native token, like if it were Pi or Moonforce or so forth, so on. So the user actually has that opportunity in the beginning to choose how they want their transaction fees and transaction taxes held and taken in their contracts.
Okay, am I good to move on to the next section?
You are, Mr. Contract.
How much of a burn are we going to have after migration, and can we cover the inflation with the marketing wallet? Well, the burn is going to, percentage-wise, everything's going to be based on weight. So the weight will stay the same on the burn that's currently already burned of the new edition or V2 version of Pi. To answer the next question, we don't have a marketing wallet, so I'm not sure what exactly is the question on the marketing wallet. We don't have one for Pi, never have, never will.
No.
What will happen to the approximate 200 trillion minted tokens from the contract problem when we move to V2? Will it be a 12 billion supply or a 10 billion different conversion rate? Yeah, it'll be 10 billion with a conversion rate. Based on weight, based on existing circulation, it'll all circulate down to 10 billion. And everything will be obviously weighted based on that. Number 3 here, for the PiSwap migration, what type of measures are being taken for security? Should all holders take a screenshot of their token amount before, just in case there's a glitch with swapping?
It's all on the blockchain, so
Yeah.
that's the best security of all is everything done is done publicly.
Their concern is the hacks,
Sure.
where people are able to get access by, getting access through the approve or authorize function on the wallet. So that's really something that I know was diligently worked on with connecting and integrating the wallet functions. But we don't believe there to be any security risks at this point. But we've taken security. I think they've run scenarios or simulations on it to make sure that there wasn't any risk. The known type of hacks that have been out there in the world, I believe they've run those simulations to see if anyone could basically break in, but they've been able to secure it to this point. And we'll continue to run stress stuff this week and verify and make sure. But I mean, you're welcome to take a screenshot or do
Absolutely.
whatever. But it's all on the blockchain, so we can track everything there as well. And we can certainly, obviously, make sure that we take care of any things that may come up. Once the migration begins, is there a way to get different pieces of Pi more in unison across the different exchanges? The price can vary pretty significantly between exchanges, charts, and wallets, and it's causing a little bit of confusion. This is a good conversation. We've been fighting this fight for quite some time with the exchanges and pricing and market making and all the things that go on with the exchanges. But we do believe that with the new version, with no tokenomics, no fees, no transfer fees, things like that, I think you're going to find a lot more volume that's going to start hitting on these centralized exchanges, mainly because the reason the tokens don't ever really have some major volume is because there's just not enough tokens in their pool of buys and sells, and they need to obviously to create a really healthy market, there needs to be enough volume on both the buys and sell side. So we do believe that this is going to help with that issue. Should really bring things a little bit more married, correlated in terms of pricing, and we should be in a good spot. On Pi.net, Liquidity Locker link shows LP unlocked on 11/1/2021, 8 a.m. Can we get a hard date for this to be locked? It's not going to be locked until we stake the new pool on PiSwap with the new token. Once that liquidity is pulled and then restaked on PiSwap, then obviously it'll get relocked and it'll continue to be locked for quite some time. The next one is on 11/15 new contract, a hard date or soft date. 11/15 new contract, it's always a soft date, no matter what. We don't give hard dates on anything, but that doesn't mean that we don't intend to get it done and have it ready, and we're not shooting with every ounce of every fiber of our being to make sure that it gets done and it's there on that soft date that we originally gave a goal for ourselves. So that's still the plan, and that's still what we're shooting for. But we will do an announcement Thursday or Friday that will give you guys full instructions and a complete update, so you guys are feeling like you're really in the know and you know exactly how this is going to play out. Is DApp ready to go so this happens smoothly? The DApp is very simple DApp.
Yeah. Let's call it mostly ready to go because it is contingent on, PiSwap itself.
Yeah,
so there's a waterfall of events that have to happen.
Yeah, the DApp is actually super simple.
Super simple.
That's something that we'll have ready for the transition. No
Yeah.
matter what happens, that's an easy one. Will COVID in the team cause migration and release of PiSwap be pushed back?
Heck no.
Okay, you heard it from the horse that had COVID. Well, there was 2 people that had COVID, but the horse that you may have been concerned about having to push back just gave you full confirmation that won't be the case.
No.
Can we try to do B&B reflections before Christmas to motivate people to invest and they know? So here we go. So the idea is to get PiSwap out first, and then the goal is to be able to get B&B reflections in December. That obviously is going to be the way that this plays out, but yeah, that should be whoever's got that Christmas wish list that they're shooting for. Feel good that that should be the case. Dates for January meetup, hopefully not the 13th or the 16th. I hate to say it, it is the 13th or the 16th. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's actually the third weekend in January is what
That's
we've
what we
got,
talked about,
nailed down. More information to come. We'll get that out so you guys can start planning, and if you're planning to be there, you can book it. We're going to have our whole team there. There's going to be some really good, I think, some breakouts, and we're going to be hosting, with everything going on with Pi and all these things coming together now, I think that meetup's going to be absolutely awesome. Not a question, just saying welcome back to Eric.
Thank you.
Eric, we love you.
I'm glad to be back.
How are you planning the marketing push to get Pi to be noticed by the rest of the crypto sphere?
Sphere.
We, like I've said, I think many other times, we have a strategy that is locked up, something that we're very confident in. It's more of an accelerant and a scale strategy for the campaigns. We also need to make sure that, I don't know how to explain this. With marketing, it's really important. It's great that you have the building, but if you don't have any product in the building, it doesn't matter if you get people to show up, right? So we got to make sure that everything is strategically done correctly. So once we've got Pi trading on PiSwap, Moonforce trading on PiSwap, Pin token trading on PiSwap, we've got the router set up as default to PancakeSwap. That way, as people start to arrive and they start to really dig deep into the project, into the various different pieces, and they literally have to run to the bathroom because they're so excited about the router mechanisms, we're going to find a massive marketing push that's going to really highlight the the uniqueness,
Cryptosphere.
the uniqueness of Pi Swap and the Pi project. That's going to really build a healthy place for tokens and cryptocurrency, especially the tokens that want to use tokenomics, because that seems to be the mainstream today is to use them. But if they're using them, it's really hurting them on PancakeSwap, Uniswap, and the like. But now they're going to have a way to do that and live in a healthy space at the same time.
That's right.
I would love a Pi NFT with blue or purple cream. Is this possible? Well, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Trevor is definitely got an idea with NFT that he is going to be releasing personally soon. So you guys can look forward to that. I don't know if there's blue or purple cream included. That might be an add-on, or it might be unlockable or something. But definitely something to look forward to. But yeah, whoever said that, definitely look forward to the NFT series that is coming soon. But our first and foremost focus has been and become obviously this transition with PiSwap. And with that said, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for being here. Eric, we're so glad he's back.
Glad to be here.
The second arrival of Eric has been good. And we'll leave it at that. And thank you, Everything Pi Nation. I'm going to turn you over to Devin. Have a wonderful night.
Awesome, guys. We appreciate it, Pi Nation. Stay safe out there. Stay doing what you're doing. Continue to educate. Continue to stay patient as we continue to provide these updates and roll out this awesome new tech that's going to come here very soon in the blink of an eye. So
No, it's going to be great.
we appreciate it. Stay safe. We'll be in touch, and we'll